Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the graduation ceremony for the classes of 2020 and 2021. As always, we ask that participants turn on their cameras so that we are able to truly celebrate together and to please remain muted during the speeches. We do, however, encourage you to unmute and celebrate with your peers upon conferral. Mute. And because we are in the age of muting ourselves, I will repeat myself. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the graduation ceremony for the classes of 2020 and 2021. As always, we ask that participants turn on their cameras so that we're truly able to celebrate together with you today. And to please remain muted as I was during speeches. However, we do encourage you to unmute and celebrate your peers upon conferral. As a disclaimer, today's celebration will include the names of all students who have registered for the ceremony on this campus. Should you not hear the name of a peer, have no fear. They're probably just celebrating with another campus, however, are surely with us in spirit. All right, once again, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome the HALT graduating classes of 2020 and 2021, our esteemed dean, faculty, academic staff, alumni, and commencement speaker of HALT International Business School Dubai campus. To start the ceremony, please welcome our dean and executive director, Dr. Selina Neri. Dr. Neri not only serves as the Dean and Executive Director, but also as a Professor of Management and Corporate Governance. Multiple-year award winner of Professor of the Year, Dr. Neri is known to transcend the classroom using not only her academic knowledge, but also over 26 years worth of experience in executive management. Her real-life experiences provide the best learnings for all students. A dynamic leader, she also serves as a career champion for executive MBA students officially and all other students unofficially across all HALT campuses, and is someone to whom students' stories matter the most. Ladies and gentlemen, your dean, the incredible Dr. Neri.
Thank you all. Dearest class of 2020 and 2021, distinguished guests, families, friends, partners, and fan clubs, distinguished faculty, and all those who are watching and following this graduation live streamed or later on recorded on YouTube. Welcome. Oh my goodness, this is it, guys. We made it. I couldn't be more excited to be here with you today. There are positive sides to the stress that a commencement address brings about. You lose some weight, buy new clothes, get your hair done, only to hide it all under this incredible regalia. As I was thinking about what I wanted to share with you today, I could not help but look back at my MBA graduation and also my doctorate graduation. It turns out I can't remember a word of either commencement addresses, but I still do vividly remember the first time I met you all, the looks in your eyes, the windmills of your mind wondering who I was and what would be of our time together. On a more serious note, we observe today, on this glorious graduation day, not a victory of good fortune or luck, but a celebration of ambition and grit, firmness of mind and spirit, unyielding courage in the face of adversity. You have paid any price, met any hardship, supported one another to assure the success of your studies. In your hands, more than ours, rests this monumental achievement. We also observe today the triumph of character and talent, of which all of you have plenty. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here with us today. You are now ready for whatever life will throw at you. As a great boss of mine in big tech used to say, the good news is that we've got all the answers. The bad news is that they just changed all the questions. We never know it all. We are our own competition. My fellow Holtians, I've been very touched by the well wishes that I received from so many of you as I became, last April, your dean, and by the incredible intelligence and gratitude I met in all the courses and classes I taught as faculty this year. But today, it is my turn to say thank you. You have made me a better woman, a better professor, and certainly a better dean. You got involved, you got engaged, and you spoke up for your educational story at Holt. You made it, and because of you, Holt is a better school and a better player in business and in society. My fellow Holtians, hold the Holt flag high. Be proud of wearing this badge because it means something. Education should be a right of all human beings, but education is also a choice of sacrifice that bears the promise of a transformation, a choice of not sheep walking our way through life, a choice of creation of better opportunities. Today, we will also welcome you to the Holt Alumni Community, or as we call it, the Fellowship of Winners. As Holtians, we all share a common bond that runs deep into our veins. We all believe that nothing is impossible. If we can imagine it, we can do it. Remember, people thought we were crazy when years ago we said we would build a global business school from scratch. Look around now, they don't laugh any longer, right? Dearest class of 2020 and 2021, believe me when I say that we will miss you. Oh yes, we will. But today, I am also here to tell you that you will miss us. Oh yes, you will. You will miss the long days and the never-ending study weekends. You will miss the assignment deadlines when your laptop crashes and you have no internet access. Miss Namrata, where are you? I cannot upload. Marcel, can I get an extension on this assignment? Sarah, where are you? I don't agree with my grade. Can I appeal? You will miss academic citations and referencing, or the endless search for the true purpose of the APA referencing style. You will miss the WhatsApps to Abraham on your student account balance, to me on everything you liked or didn't like in a course, or the firing of simple yet existential questions to our Mandy, such as, how do I get a job? You will also miss the best faculty and the best teams HALT globally has to offer here in the Dubai campus. Because you will miss us so much, I had to do something about it. We are announcing today an LOR. When you're feeling low, just contact us and request a leave of return. You will be allowed to return to campus. We will have a cozy bed waiting for you, an updated student handbook, a permanent Flywire link in case you're nostalgic about your fee payments, and you will enjoy one more time the madness, stress, and glory of your postgraduate studies. My fellow Haltians, I have a few final words for you today to kick off this historic celebration. Move the needle and write your legacy. This world needs your relentless pursuit of excellence to make a difference. Never give up, never give in, and certainly never surrender. Thank you. Thank you. And to remain on the trajectory of upwards and onwards, I am absolutely honored and delighted to introduce our guest of honor of this evening, the distinguished Vice President of District 2020 Transition Unit of Expo 2020, Nadime Mera, a woman of superior character and talent, incredible strategic acumen, and dedication to the creation of a sustainable legacy and of prosperity for our home, the UAE, and for the world. Everyone, please extend the warmest welcome back to HALT to Nadime Mera. Thank you.
Good evening, graduates, faculty members, families, and friends. It is indeed a privilege to stand before you today on the eve of the world's greatest show, Expo 2020 Dubai, while we're getting ready to connect minds to create the future and to be able to address the graduating class of the HALT International Business School, knowing that each one of you now have the opportunity to go forward and make a tremendous impact on our society's future. Venturing out into the unknown can be a daunting prospect at any age or standing in life. However, with bright ideas and equipped with the newfound tools that will help you ignite fresh perspectives and bring ideas to life, you stand here today as the hope of a new generation of business leaders. Whether you are looking to start your own business, enhance your leadership style, or evolving to take greater responsibility in your current role, today marks a significant milestone in your career journey, a journey no doubt headed towards great accomplishments. I can only guess how the events and circumstances of the global pandemic have really tested your resilience and perhaps made 1 year feel like a decade at times. I know it did for me. That said, finding a daily balance where you've showed up to work, maintained the highest levels of leadership and productivity, as well as making time for family, social interactions, in addition to your studies, shows precisely why many of you will go on to be highly successful leaders in your field. Giving your best 100% of the time in your career journey may be tough, but such tests are the character-forming attributes leaders should relish, overcome, and ultimately emerge stronger because of them. Another distinct aspect of recent times is that we cannot forget the difficulties in navigating the hurdles of online and remote working. Look at us today doing a graduation commencement speech online. However, adaptability in learning and the application of those learnings are key qualities that should become second nature to the leaders of tomorrow. So despite all the curveballs this past year has thrown at you, you finally made it to your postgraduate degree. Give yourselves a loud round of applause because you've earned it. I want to hear it. Now, if I might impart a little insight and quote by Finley Peter Dunne, a famous journalist and humorist known for his thought-provoking pieces, who once said, "The job of a newspaper is to comfort the afflicted and the afflicted the comfortable." Taken as a metaphor for your own personal growth, I would like to focus on the afflict the comfortable part of this quote. It simply means that a newspaper aims to shed light on misconceptions and share the truth with people that live in their little bubble. If this awareness is not built, then informed action cannot be taken. Similarly, when we get comfortable with the way we live, the way we perceive the world, and the way we do our job, our own growth starts to slow down. It is very easy to become comfortable, but that trait is not what propels brilliant ideas, creates technological advancements, or helps societies develop. Playing the comfortable game is especially dangerous in an entrepreneurial world that craves adaptation, resilience, and ambition to drive change. That's why it's up to you, and only you, to take responsibility for your ability to challenge your perspective when it becomes too common, to switch up your routine when it becomes too mundane, and become outrageously curious to seek solution to modern problems. In 2019, we already lived in a world that was rapidly adjusting to meet the demands of overpopulation and urbanization, and then the pandemic hit. Industries were forced to change or become redundant. It was change that created opportunities for individuals who challenged their perspectives and made them indispensable. For example, multiple businesses and local restaurants were pushed to offer e-commerce services so that customers could still be supported. Some experts like business coaches, actors, public presenters, and writers started to create online programs to teach their craft. Even personal workout trainers were able to keep their careers afloat by coaching through online Zoom sessions. These are living examples that adaptability could make your craft and expertise indispensable no matter what uncontrollable circumstances arise. Similarly, as the Vice President of District 2020, which is the Expo 2020 Legacy Project, my team and I also had to adapt to ensure that timelines and plans would successfully adjust for this year. No small task. This shows us that now more than ever, we are not only offered the flexibility to work from anywhere, but there's also greater freedom to choose how we want to contribute to this world as more opportunities arise. At some point, kids always ask, what should I do when I get older? And that is such a difficult question to answer in specifics. The simple answer is, do what you love for sure. That said, at times we must also be realistic that what we choose to do also puts bread on the table. I was thinking of getting a law degree while I was getting my bachelor's. But at that age, I just wanted to go out and work. So I thought I'd work for a few years, then take the LSAT and go to law school. What ended up happening was that I loved to work so much, but I understood the importance of education for my growth plans. So I decided to do what probably many of you here today did. I continued to work while getting my master's degree, and I never looked back. Now, had I gone to law school, would I have been happy? Maybe. But as we evolve and our needs evolve, so do our requirements and what makes us happy. I'll tell you a little secret though. Throughout my career, I've worked on so many legal documents that I should get an honorary law degree. After working in corporate America for 5 years in one of the largest franchising companies in the world, I took another leap out of my comfort zone, and I started a new chapter in my life in Dubai. This quickly made me realize that your work experience, coupled with your education, should allow you to pivot easily from a career perspective, and that it's never too late or impossible to switch careers or set up a business. Gone are the days where we can work in the same position for years on end. Industries are evolving because of our ever-changing requirements and technology. And those who succeed are the ones who embrace that change. In the famous words of American author Leo Buscaglia, change is the end result of all true learning. And what a changing world we live in. But one thing will remain constant: your investment in your education. It will be your key to the future if you fit that key in the right lock. It doesn't mean you're entitled to a job. It means you now have a tool to be able to work in an ever-changing world where perseverance, agility, and attitude will count. Jobs of the future will evolve, and you must evolve to be able to take your place and grab opportunities as they come. What that means is education never finishes. I'm still learning today from my colleagues, my team, my kids. If there's one piece of advice I can impart today as you embark on this next phase of your life, is to be open to learn and be educated, and also to teach and educate others. All of you here today have successfully navigated the challenges of these testing times because of your strong resilience to keep going forward, your ambition to chase that higher vision, whether it's in your personal development or your professional career, and your tenacious adaptability to events not under your control. Now it is the time to take that resilience with you as you move on to the next chapter of your life, and what I'm sure for many of you will also be a great adventure. Class of 2020 and 2021, be proud of your perseverance, be proud of your character, your strength. Celebrate yourself today. Congratulations. I wish you all the best of luck. Now go out there and take your place. Thank you.
Thank you so very much, Nadine. And now I would like to introduce our executive MBA class speaker, Daniel Ferrer. Daniel is an alchemist at heart, building his first chemistry lab at the age of 9, and he has since been changing his curiosity to take new experiences and opportunities within operations, project management, sales strategy. In another little corner of his heart, he's a farmer, attributing his success to his parents, who he considers his first business professors. Ladies and gentlemen, your elected representative for the executive format Master of Business Administration, class of 2021, Daniel, the stage is yours.
Go, Daniel.
Hello, guys. Good afternoon. Let's do this. You know, for someone like me, and I think you guys know our little secret, sometimes it's really hard to even have a voice. And to be here to be your voice today is a huge privilege. So thank you for giving me that. And if you guys don't mind, I am standing here for you, and I would like to see you all standing. I can't see you all in your places, but I think the same way we did the last 2 years, we should finish today standing together. So please stand. Let's do this. You good? Yalla. Good afternoon, professors, whole community, my dear friends and family. As a very good dear friend of mine has told me, this is kind of my final assignment on this EMBA journey. And you guys know, if there is an assignment, there is a survey monkey. So thank you for answering my survey monkey and help me with data that has inspired me to build this speech. I have asked you about your sense of gratitude and how you see yourself in the future benefiting from this degree. I must say your answers did not surprise me. And in fact, it resonated with my main motto, what I think it is the most important thing that we should be focusing: people. Life is always about people, the most valuable and valuable resource we have. And that is the theme of this final speech, my final assignment or graduation speech. We start by thinking, how did we get here? People made us. We are a product of our past generations, as they are our genes, our moral compass, our first idea of love. From my personal legacy, I know my great-grandparents survived the war. My grandparents had to leave their country and move to a completely different continent. My mom lived the generation where women had to fight for the right to be free, and I couldn't be prouder of the energy of the people I carry in me. I'm privileged to know some of your stories, and I know you guys have stories carried with the same energy, with the same resilience. And there's nothing better than starting by recognizing that and coming back to those people and saying, thank you. After understanding we come from people, we follow by knowledge our journey in living, in becoming people. Our evolution over the last 2 years has shaped us because we embraced growth mindset, but most importantly, because we embraced ourselves. The missed weekends and the long nights, they certainly helped us to become better professionals. But by doing so through a pandemic, we became better humans because life gave us a chance to see that beyond nationality, race, wealth, we are all connected. Same way a chain is as strong as its weakest link, there is no future for humankind without sense of community. And if we are all part of this evolving human chain, we need to build a better present by caring for the people surrounding us, especially those who are in need the most. We care for people first by caring for ourselves, embracing and loving our own vulnerability, and then bringing kindness and compassion to our actions. Being kind, being human, make us better humans, make us better people, and I encourage you to never drop kindness. As we're graduating today and we think about our futures and we take the leadership positions, I know you guys will, we must do it putting people first. I champion you to continue caring for the community around you, whatever their creed or color, respecting and loving their differences the same way you guys did with me the last 2 years. I ask you to stand and care for the people, care for the generations that are yet to come, stand for what is right, stand for inclusion and respect. I'm not saying it's going to be easy, and my personal experience shows that fighting for some of these causes is dangerous, is scary, it is lonely, and a few times we're scared even of your life. And that is the reason we're not meant to do it alone, but like we're doing right now, standing together. I want to conclude. Thank you for the incredible amount of love that I have received from all of you in the last few days. But most importantly, thank you for the immense amount of love we have shared for each other in the last 2 years. Not only for our similarities, but especially for our differences. If the future brings you challenges and you doubt how prepared you are to face them, don't forget the incredible people you carry in your bones and your flesh and your blood. Don't forget the incredible people that is standing with you right now, the way we are. Keep standing for the future of people because their future depends on your voices and your actions. Keep standing, my dear colleagues. Keep standing. Thank you.
Woo, go Daniel.
Awesome, Daniel.
Thank you. Thank you, Daniel.
Good
I would
stuff.
like to invite.
Great speech, Daniel.
Thank you, Mohammed. All right, I would now like to invite the Executive MBA Program Manager, our Director of Sunshine, Marcel Fourie, to present the graduates of this class.
Thank you, Daniel, for that beautiful speech. Thank you, Namratha, and greetings to all our graduates and guests. Executive graduates, I have been privileged and honored to walk the last 2-year journey with you. A journey with unprecedented adversity that disrupted every area of our life personally, professionally, and academically, and yet you kept going. Your achievements and transformation in the face of all of this is nothing short of astounding. And I hope that it's this resilience and grit that you carry with you for years to come. In the words of Kurt Vonnegut, we have to continually be jumping off cliffs to develop our wings on the way down. Sometimes you jumped, and sometimes I had to push, but off the cliff you went. And I want to say this, your wings look beautiful. Well done, congratulations, and know that I hold each and every one of you very close to my heart. We will now begin the conferral of degrees with the graduates in the executive format class of Holt International Business School. By virtue of the recommendation, by virtue of the recommendation of the Academic Board and the New England Commission of Higher Education, I present to you the individuals in the part-time format who on completion of the graduation requirements are entitled to receive the Master of Business Administration degree. We start with the class of 2020. Abdulrahman Al-Malki. Andre Sanderson Chetty. Gargana Enchava Maleva. Michelle Atala El-Zaghayer. Paul Wafula Webwire. Victor Lechman. Now we call the Master of Business Administration Executive Format class of 2021. Abdallah Marwan Bashir with distinction. Abdul Qadir Hamdan Al-Muin. Amy Georges Yunus. With distinction, Amr Al-Masri. Amira Nafia. Amar Abdallah Al-Dajan. Asim Adam Bawa. Bashir Naim Kawasami. Betsy Irene Godwin Udi. With distinction, Badisha. Woo! Bogdan Liviu Kopos. With distinction, Sharif Grace. Woo! With distinction, Chapi Suma Mohanan. Craig Robert Edward. Daniel Ferreira.
Finally.
With distinction, Daniel Viriani. With distinction, Daryl John McKinnon. With distinction, Al Hussein Abu Qasim El Sayed. Fahad Anwar. Filippo Pizzamiglio. Francis Jacob Shemanur. Gang Zhu. Georgina Monyares Gomez. Henrik Carl Eve Sangleng with distinction. Hilal Saif Rashid Al-Damri. Igor Bondar. Ingele Loboko Lucide. Ismail Abdul Majid Hussain. Ayad Andari with distinction. John Conboy with distinction. Ken Sewell. Lynette Mangoli Ukumu. Loai Albak Hoth. Majid Ragab Awad. Thank you. Mamda Muhammad Alam. Mathapelo Mzizi.
Woohoo!
With distinction, Mazen Abu Hattab. Mueti Motlueng. Muhammad Ahmed Al-Naqdi. Muhammad Salaheddin Darwish.
Woohoo!
Muhammad Abdul Wahab Al-Bunhaim. Mona Abdul Halim Hassanin. Mustafa Nasim Al-Shahawi. Nader Batar. Niku with distinction, Nita Somani. Omar Al-Zubair. Omar Isa Ahmad. Rania Muhammad Mohsen El Sayed Murad. Rizan Hassani. Rima Saleh Al Harbi. Rehan Iftikhar Ali. Rian Barnard. With distinction, Ross Davies. Saskia Leoncio Pereira Arujo.
Arrasa, garota!
Scott Hardeman Henry. With distinction, Shadi Albuquerque. Shahad Jabbar. Shilpa Salesh. With distinction, Sunal Nanu. Sophia Evans. Suhail Ahmad Padayan. Tamer Muhammad Fuad Hamid.
Yes, it's me.
Tatiana Baigarina. Wadima Hashim Mohammed. Walid Mahmoud Kleib. Yusuf Benamer. With distinction, Ziad Saif Eddin. Round of applause to all of you. If you can, please feel free to do so and give everyone a clap. Well done, guys.
Thank you, Marcel.
Thank you, Marcel.
Thank you, Marcel.
Thank you, Marcel. Congratulations, executive MBAs. Very, very well deserved. And now I would like to introduce our Master of Business Administration class speaker, Safa Kibali. Safa is an MBA student at HALT who thrives in building an environment of inclusion, support, and empathy. These attributes have not gone unnoticed by her peers, and they had nominated and awarded her the Team Builder Award. Her biggest ambition yet is to support the African continent to transform from an emerging to a developing continent. And as we all root for her and her success, let's start by welcoming Safa, representing the full-time Master of Business Administration class of 2021.
Can you guys hear me?
I'm assuming the MBAs are celebrating in the room.
How about now? I can't. How about now? Great. Thank you so much, Namrata, for that introduction. You make me feel like such an accomplished woman. Even though this time last year, I didn't feel that way at all. You see, I was lost and confused. I found myself pursuing a career that was no longer fulfilling and had lost its meaning over time. So I decided to take a leap of faith and resign. While many people were holding grip to their jobs with their hands and teeth, I decided to let go. A pandemic, an economy that was slipping into a dormant state. The decision, it felt like such a huge gamble, but I really feel like I won the lottery. To my class of 2021, you guys will truly be missed. It's incredible to think that we never knew each other, but I feel like I've known you my entire life. Sorry, one second.
Go, stop.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Doing great, Safa. Very proud of you.
Oh, Safa, come on.
Okay.
We love you,
Daniel,
Safa.
why you didn't
Thank
cry?
you. How did I spend all these years not hearing the infectious laughter of my friend Chulu Manchu?
Yes, Safa,
We were there for each other. We cared for each other whenever we got sick. We shared words of condolences whenever we lost a loved one. We've also celebrated many things together, like the engagement of Dan to his fiancée. And we also watched many people transform into new roles, like Nick into his role of fatherhood. So if any of you guys are thinking that this is the end of our journey, well, it's not. It's just the beginning, because we're more than friends. We're a family. Sorry, this is going to take longer than expected. When I first set foot on campus, I was very surprised. I hear many companies boast about their diverse cultures, but HALT took it to another level. In a class of 45 students, we represented 25 countries. We practiced religions from Islam, Christianity, Judaism, and Hinduism. And we represented many industries in the market. While the world here at wide open, I was able to transform and travel to various countries through the stories told by my peers. I've learned that despite how very different we were from one another, we were actually very similar. We shared the same values. We shared the connection in wanting to make friendships, to live a purposeful life, and to make a difference in our countries and our industries. To my professors, thank you for inspiring us. You guys are more than scholars in your field. You are our leaders. And just like leaders, you led by example through your incredible careers and your business ventures. We appreciate the hours you dedicated in transforming us from students to leaders with a vision and mission. We appreciate you. To my whole staff, thank you for making this experience memorable. Your relentless dedication to making sure everything runs smoothly is truly appreciated. And to the families out there today, thank you for supporting us. We hope that we made you proud. I'm sure that it's not easy for you to be far away from us today, but I want you to know that we feel the love and care that you shared with us. To my parents, I get asked many times, who are your role models? And my answer has never changed. It has always been you. As I've gotten older, I understand the sacrifice to make my life better. I was told some time ago that people come into your lives for two reasons. Either it's a blessing or a lesson, but for me, it's both. Having all of you in my life is the greatest blessing, and you've taught me a great deal. So to that, I thank you. So let's all take a moment for this to sink in, you guys. We did it. Thank you.
Thank you, Safa. That was wonderful. And if I make mistakes while calling your names, it's because now you've made me hyper emotional while I'm wearing a hat. So, MBAs, what can I say? It's been a privilege to serve as your program dean over this academic year. What stood out for me the most was your camaraderie, the sense of family you created within your cohort, and just all of your achievements, no matter how big or small. And it is my honor as your Khaleesi to confer upon you these degrees. We will begin the conferral of degrees with the graduates in the full-time format class of Hult International Business School by the virtue of the recommendation of the Academic Board and the New England Commission of Higher Education. I present to you the individuals in the full-time format who, in completion of the graduation requirements, are entitled to receive the Master of Business Administration degree. Master of Business Administration full-time format class of 2020. Neil Keith Anchies. Olusola Scott Ogunkoya. Yang Jing Zhao. Master in Business Administration full-time format class of 2021. Alessia Ismagilova. Andrea Marchicha, sorry. Antonio Ganzina. Begonia Pla Rubio. Bello Yahya Endurance. Yay. Chulamancho Malungiseleli Masingwane. Daniel Eduardo Neves.
Hey, caralho, vai Corinthians!
Namrata, you're muted.
Did somebody mute me? David Alexander Groves with distinction. Don Moses Chimela. George Uche Olomi. Hirofumi Shiga. Jad Barakat. With distinction, Joshua David Hutton. With distinction, Lara Properzio. With distinction, Laura Viviana Ruiz Velasquez. Maria Paula Mortellaro. Muhammad Al-Kalbi. Naren Nicholas Kriplani. Niyathi Prakash Arora. Muhammad Rania Lakhtiari. Safa Kebaili. With distinction, Souradeep Bose. Shiraz Shah. Shubham Mittal. Saurabh Suresh Tarudekar. Shubhadeep Datta. Suraj R. Shetty. Muraola Khadijat Alaba. Jiawan Lu. Yi Lin Wu. Janabek Bukayev. And that was the class of 2020-2021 MBAs. You might now unmute and clap because I could hear it. All right. Okay. Congratulations once again, class, to the MBA class of 2021 and 2020. And now I would like to introduce science. Thank you. Yeah! Okay. And I would now like to introduce our Master of Science and International Business class speaker, Gabriela Stoimanova. As a
Go, Gabriela!
Thank you. Thank you for that. Okay. As a goal-oriented individual, Gabriela has secured a notable record of academic and professional accomplishments, namely 5 scholarships and 2 prizes for academic excellence and entrepreneurial impact from Cambridge and Hult. Now we understand her unfortunate yet very helpful addiction to coffee. Gabriela was a professional tennis player for 10 years and a member of the Bulgarian national tennis team for 3. Serving, get it, serving us today is Gabriela, representing the Master of Science and International Business class of 2021. Very welcome, Gabriela.
Thank you so much, Namrata. I did not expect the cheering. It makes me really emotional. But I'm honored to be with you today for our commencement from such a fine institution. Now, I have a very short time, so let me start with a story. It wasn't funny at the time, but it's pretty funny right now. So 11 months ago, I felt strong anxiety about joining Hult because it pushed me to engage in the 2 things that have always caused me a lot of discomfort: teamwork and multitasking. My fear got significantly stronger when the first conflict of the year occurred in my team only 2 weeks after orientation day. And as everyone remembers, I mean, just ask Namrata, Konstantin, just pick anyone from the cohort, it turned into a public disagreement. Now, as a person who had always preferred to work individually, I started questioning whether joining Hult and this master's degree was the right course of action for someone like me. But this is why I'm so delighted that you selected me as your class speaker, because if you hadn't, I wouldn't have had the chance to share with you how I feel about this topic today, 11 months after orientation day. My current attitude towards teamwork couldn't be further from the way I felt back then. Amid the stress, hard work, and uncertainty about facing my own weaknesses, I found myself connecting with some of the brightest, friendliest, and most capable individuals whom I now regard as my dear friends. I experienced a catharsis on my self-improvement journey, and I now feel more comfortable than ever before when working in a collective, even when differences occur, and we all know that they do. Since this experience pushed me completely out of my comfort zone, I will walk into my future workplace as a stronger person, team player, and leader. I didn't see it back then, but it turned out there was no place other than Holt that would have shaped me into the individual that I am today. And for that, I pay tribute to this institution, the incredible Dubai team, our remarkable professors, and most of all, you, my outstanding classmates and teammates responsible for building this community that I'm so fortunate and proud to be a part of. If I ever become a successful entrepreneur, which is my long-term vision for the future, I would gladly describe myself as community made rather than self-made. No matter whether you're surviving a pandemic, going through a physical or mental hardship, or you're still in the process of searching for the right job, you have to trust. Trust that your perseverance through the difficulties and all those efforts that you haven't found meaning in will make sense in your future. Because trusting means having the confidence and courage to follow your heart and move forward. What that means is that I've definitely put my trust in you, and I'm definitely proud to be here today. Among all the expectations, internal fears of failure that we all have, and the challenges that life throws at you, I invite you here today to rest assured that you're exactly where you're supposed to be with a reason. And now, congratulations to all of you. I'm so proud to call myself your classmate and your friend. And as with any great relationship, I expect that we'll get closer and closer as the years roll by. I'm so proud of each and every one of you, truly. And as a final note, my dad is watching this today, and I just want to tell you, whatever I do, whatever life takes me, Dad, I'm truly grateful to you. You're my hero. I love you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Gabriela.
Thank you, Gabriela. And to the MIBs, I am equally excited to see you at this finish line, as you all clearly are today. Your hard work and dedication to the program has allowed you to make it here today, and we all know that all the very many obstacles you crossed to get here, but here you are. Your resilience is your superpower, and always remember the wise words, not of Peter Parker, but Ben Parker. With great power comes great responsibility, so use it wisely. And now, we will announce the conferral of degrees with the graduates in the Master of Business Analytics and International Business classes of Holt International Business School by virtue of the recommendation of the Academic Board and the New England Commission of Higher Education. I present to you the individuals in the full-time format who, on completion of the graduation requirements, are entitled to receive the Master of International Business and Analytics degrees. All right. Master in Business Analytics, class of 2020. Asma Abutaha. Master of International Business, class of 2020. Adedepo Oluwasen Adeipo. Afion Simeon Ebon. Afsan Mumtaz. Deepu Unikrishnan. Divya Rikari. Murtaza Kaiser Kagawala. Master of International Business, class of 2021. Aisha Yogeshbhai Pujara. Akmal Khan Gulabzoy. Elena. Woo! Amale Menele Mikize. Amina Zanasova. Amine Gorbel. Amar Albreki.
Ouais, Amar, il est trop gentil.
Nene. Anish Dilani.
Yes, we come.
Brian Christine Ruiz Kiambo. Distinction. Konstantin Ludwig Jürgen Schmidt with distinction. Dai Ali Daniel. Daniela Francesca Gisala Medina. Darius Faris Rahman. Dina Ashraf Mahmoud Sami Bida. Dina Al Hajjad Bid. Diana Del Carmen Caputo. Eduardo Romano. Eneb Mesfin Haile Mariam. All right, we're going to take a second if you want to unmute and cheer in the middle because I'm seeing some commentary. Okay, let's have a round of cheer.
Woo!
Woo! All right, Erica. You will have cheering in a contained fashion for now. Erica Nakayama. Eulalie Florian Gunek. Fatima Abubakar Kundiri. Fatima Bramley. Francesco Barcella. Gabriela Vasileva Stoimenova with distinction. Halima Mohamed Wari. Henny Danielle Pascal Gieso. Himanshu Sharma. Jafar Ibrahim. Jake Terrence Parrott. James Waweru Kabaki. John Patrick Hernandez Pascal. Kareem Kamel. Kezia Ewardoja Bawa. Kriti Marwaha with distinction. Laura Paul. Lerato Nokukanya Gule. Lucas Nardozi Doblas. Marie Anne Ivabel Emuru Viogene Okpidi. Marilyn Konadu Adutuum.
Namrata, let's have a round of applause.
Let's have another round of applause. We can see you itching here. Come on, MIBs.
Yay, Kirby! Go, Kirby!
I don't know.
Okay. All right. Marilyn. Well, I can't remember if I said it before that wonderful round of applause, but Marilyn again. Maya Halal. Mohammed Al-Hashimi.
Go, brothers!
Mohammed Shadi Ahmed Zahran. Mohammed Hamid Tariq. Mylan Gael. Nermeen Al-Niwilati Al-Nasri.
Vincent, missing you, boy.
Nia Imani Hilson. Noura El Motaz Mohammed. Ravi N.R. Al-Hajj Abed. Ricardo Aragoni.
Vincent, I love you, boy.
Montesanto.
Thank you.
And with distinction, Ricardo Pelletieri.
Auguri.
Rid Sharma. Sebastian Ecker.
Right, Sebastian!
Sifedin Akram Al-Saadi. Soya Hayashi. Stephen Olumide Iboye. Valeria Vosdik. Wafa Wasim. Jingyu Wang. Yasmin Swar Al-Daha.
Mabruk, Yasmin, Mabruk.
Yarasel Bakit.
Well done, Yara.
Zinab Siddiqui Alaoui.
Zinab, pas mal ça.
And now, MIBs, unmute and cheer to your heart's content.
Let's go!
Let's go, baby!
All right. Okay. Listen, we're going to listen to Namrata for the last time. MIBs, Avengers, we're going to assemble for a minute, okay? All right. Congratulations, class of 2020 and 2021. We are not only welcoming you as graduates, but we are welcoming you to our global alumni network and would like to introduce our alumni speaker, Justin Wells. Justin graduated last year with a Master of Business Administration in the executive format. Justin is a visionary and a storyteller of style, an architect and interior designer, having tenured with the biggest names in hospitality design. He has recently launched Wells International, a new global hospitality design company based in Dubai, servicing his clients' needs all over the world. Here's to welcome you into the world of being a HALT alumni. Please welcome Justin Wells.
Thank you, Namrata, and amazing job on all the pronunciations of the names. I know it's challenging every year. It seems to never get any easier. So On behalf of the Holt International Business School alumni, firstly, congratulations to the graduating classes of 2020 and 2021. I know I was there 1 year ago, as were my colleagues as well, and I know you do wonder how you made it through. At the very beginning, I'm sure you were quite concerned about the task ahead, but congratulations for pushing yourself through and obviously getting out of your comfort zone, because at the end of the day, this is what this course and these courses do create for us. You've obviously had great sacrifice from your friends and family and the support of those colleagues. And of course, in the future, time will once again be yours. And I do believe, yes, you will miss Holt. A little bit about me. Yes, I graduated in the Executive MBA last year. And for me, it was quite emotional as a graduation for all the same reasons as the three speakers today, Daniel, Safa, and Gabriella. I commend the speakers today because at the end of the day, it's very difficult to speak on behalf of your entire faculty, but I thought they were very commendable in what they did today. As an alumni, it's not really the end or the beginning. End of the day, you've graduated, congratulations. This is a very, very big deal. But in life and in business, this is actually the beginning. Almost like the Olympics we've just seen recently, the swimmers on the starting blocks, they've taken 4+ years to get to the beginning of the race. And with the alumni, this is exactly the way I like to think about this network for you, that you are now part of it. So congratulations. It's a powerful network. You think about, you may be a business owner in the future, you may be someone seeking key employment. The great thing about the alumni actually can help steer or support you in your endeavors in business as you go forward. It could also help prosper your career and, as I said, your business. It has a greater reach than your competition. I think this is one of the most distinguishing facts to remember. In a very competitive business world, it's nice to know that you've got a lot more support on your side. This is one of your key advantages coming out of Holt, this alumni. And of course, the individuals like yourselves that form part of this alumni all over the world are leaders of industry, they're entrepreneurs, exactly like you and I. So firstly, congratulations for being part of that. A very quick anecdotal story. I was recently invited back to Holt after 1 year by Dr. Selena Neri. And she was very kind to ask me to come and speak to the Dubai campus and of course then to London as well, in relation to a luxury marketing elective. I know you may remember this. But what was interesting about this is there were some wonderful questions being asked from the students. And interestingly enough, I got a lot of positive feedback and I took a lot away from that experience again. So even in my career beyond Holt, I'm still always learning and taking things away. But the point in question is, a couple of weeks later, I received an email from the dean, and she reconnected me with one of the students who was asking me some very intelligent and quite intriguing questions in that lecture. And interestingly enough, this person now may end up being one of my future clients. So it's a very small world that you're in, and indeed, the alumni is extremely powerful. So for Holt and your experience that you've just completed, end of the day, the skills that you've been provided have created agility for you in your future business and ultimately the ability to pivot when the times have been required. And they've certainly been that over the last 18 to 20 months around the world in different industries. The pandemic has basically affected so many of us that the studies and the learnings that you've taken away from Holt has actually provided you some very relevant skill sets that can be applied to business immediately and in the future as well. You have a greater entrepreneurial foundation as a result of these studies as well. It's worth noting. And in industry, you're at the most cutting edge of some of those skill sets as well. So congratulations. So do think about this, the skills that you've received and the network that you have access to, how they can provide you with the tools, both in business and in life. So to reflect on your time at Holt, I would say this, capture the opportunities, because both of these skills allow you to reach higher and further than your competition. So please do that. And for your future alumni experience, be connected or get reconnected, because as many people change industries, and it's always good to know someone who's been through Holt, and what a wonderful opportunity you have to utilize some of that networking skills in your future endeavors. So on behalf of the alumni from Holt International Business School, congratulations to the graduating year of 2020 and 2021. And I would say these three words: in life and in business, be legendary, be successful, and absolutely be memorable. So thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Justin. Thank you. Before we confer upon these degrees to the classes of 20 and 21, grab your tissues and potentially some beverages as we watch together this very special video summarizing students' journeys at Holt.
Lately, I've been losing sleep, dreaming about the things that we could be. But baby, I've been praying hard. Said no more counting dollars, we'll be counting stars. Yeah, we'll be counting stars. Like a swinging vine, swing my heart across the line. In my face is flashing signs. Seek it out and ye shall find. Old, but I'm not that old. Young, but I'm not that bold. And I don't think the world is sold. I'm just doing what we're told. I feel something so right, doing the wrong thing. I could lie, could lie. Everything that kills me makes me feel alive. Lately, I've been losing sleep, dreaming about the things that we could be. And baby, I've been praying hard. Said no more counting dollars, we'll be counting stars. Watch it burn, sing in the river, the lessons I learned. Take that money, watch it burn, sing in the river, the lessons I learned. Take that money, watch it burn, sing in the river, the lessons I learned. Take that money, watch it burn, sing in the river, the lessons I've learned.
Just a small town girl living in a lonely world. She took the midnight train going anywhere. Just a city boy, born and raised in South Detroit. He took the midnight train going anywhere. Living just to find emotion.
from the
Let's go! Let's go!
Thank you. Thank you. We are very
Amazing.
pleased. Okay. We are very pleased that so many spouses, parents, relatives, and friends joined us today to witness the graduation. You are the quiet heroes and indispensable partners of these great enterprising graduates. And so graduates, if I could have you unmute and give the loudest round of applause to those that have supported this journey, please.
Yay! Yeah.
Look, we're two together here.
Thank you. Thank you so very much. And now for the close, please welcome once again your Dean, Dr. Selena Neri, for the final remarks.
Yes. Amazing.
Thank you all, and thank you, Namrata. I would like to take
Thank you, Prof. Thank you, Prof. Thank you very much.
Everyone.
You are muted.
Professor, you're on mute.
Yes, someone has muted me. Let's start from the beginning. I would like to take a moment and for you to join me in thanking the entire HALT Dubai team, the enrollment, admissions, and production crews who have made this journey and this celebration possible. Enrollment team, thank you for scouting and finding the talented classes of 2020 and 2021. Admission team, thank you for carrying out the due diligence that is needed for this talent to join a triple accredited business school. To our campus team, Abraham, Alfie, Mandy, Marcel, Mohammed, Namrata, Ore, Rupesh, Sarah, Soren, Tatiana, and Yulia, I am incredibly proud of you. This moment of celebration couldn't have been possible without your incredible dedication to our students, now graduates and alumni, and to the values of HALT. I also would like to take a moment, because they are watching us, to thank Dr. Mona Dillon, my boss, and our one-of-a-kind Executive Vice President graduate programs, under whose watch all PG campuses operate and strive. I also would like to thank our president, Dr. Stephen Hodges, whose unorthodox leadership and commitment has made HALT what it is today. And last but not least, I would like to thank the HALT family, whose vision started this dream and who continues to dream very big. And finally, one last short set of words from me. Guys, never forget this. You might work for large listed corporations, for private entities, for fast-growing startups, for your own business, for leading charities, or for political parties and institutions. Make sure you always and only work with those whose arguments you wish to advance. Anything else is a waste of life. I look forward to seeing you all in the in-person graduation of 2022. Until then, stay safe and stay interested. God bless you and thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye, guys.
Keep standing.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Prof. Thank you to the academic team. Thank you to the academic
Here's to
staff
the ones that we got.
administration. We really appreciate
Cheers
it.
to the wish you were here,
Thank
but
you
you're
very
not,
much.
cause the
All the
drinks
best.
bring back all the
And to my
memories
fellow
of
Haltians,
everything
hearty
we've been through.
congratulations. Make the best
Toast
of
to
it.
the ones here
God
today.
bless. Take care.
Toast to
Cheers.
the ones that we lost on the way, cause the drinks bring back all the memories. And the memories bring back your. There's a time that I remember when I did not know no pain. When I believed in forever and everything would stay the same. Now my heart feel like December when somebody say your name. Cause I can't reach out to call you, but I know I will one day. Yeah. Everybody hurts sometimes, everybody hurts someday. Yeah, yeah. But everything gon' be alright.
Thank you so much. See you again.
Here's to the ones that we got.
Good to see you.
Cheers to the wish you were here, but you're not, cause the drinks bring back all the memories of everything we've been through. Toast to the ones here today. Toast to the ones that we lost on the way, cause the drinks bring back all the memories. And the memories bring back your.
Cheers, everyone.
Memories bring back your. There's a time that I remember when I never felt so lost, and I felt all of the hatred was too powerful to stop. Now my heart feel like an ember, and it's lighting up the dark. I'll carry these torches for you, and you know I'll never drop. Yeah. Everybody hurts sometimes, everybody hurts someday. Yeah, yeah. But everything gon' be alright. Gonna raise a glass and say, hey. Here's to the ones that we got. Cheers to the wish you were here, but you're not, cause the drinks bring back all the memories of everything we've been through. Toast to the ones here today. Toast to the ones that we lost on the way, cause the drinks bring back all the memories. And the memories bring back your. Memories bring back your.